ysgol. Lle creuwyd Cymru, lle cydiodd enillwyr Grand Slam yn y bêl, lle camodd artistiaid, cantorion, actorion ac athronwyr Cymru ar lwyfan am y tro cyntaf i ddisgleirio, i weld y byd trwy lygaid newydd, i greu gwrthdaro gronynau hadron. Mae 4 o Gymru wedi ennill gwobr Nobel ac mae rhywun yn rhywle yn breuddwydio am ennill y 5ed.
The fundamental difference in relation to the curriculum for Wales is that it's a curriculum that's starting with purposes. Those 4 purposes which are at the heart of the curriculum for Wales define all that happens thereafter. They're the reference point for the decisions we take about what we teach, and how we assess. In the past, we've defined a curriculum in terms of coverage. So we're moving from a coverage-based curriculum to a purpose-driven curriculum, and that's a very important change. And it's liberating in a number of ways. Having decided what you're trying to achieve through the purposes, you're then in a better position to decide what really matters inside the curriculum. What is it that matters in terms of those young people, those purposes being fulfilled for the young people of Wales? And that allows you to winnow out some of the stuff which can lead to a curriculum becoming overloaded, a curriculum becoming top-heavy in terms of the content that we put into it. The purposes provide a filter, as well as pointing the way ahead. They also help us to filter out the kind of things which find their way into what happens and actually aren't necessarily integral to what young people need to learn. What the new curriculum is doing is saying what we need to do is to use assessment for what it does best, and that is to help children progress in their learning, to help the teacher and the young person together to chart a path through the learning journey that the young person is on. So assessment primarily is about that process of helping young people learn, and that's right at the heart of the new curriculum.
What makes the new curriculum different, distinctive, innovative, I think, is the focus on the progression of learning itself, not just on the product of learning, not simply specifying a range of standards that a young person must reach in order to demonstrate that they've done a good job, but actually paying attention to what the journey of learning looks like. And I think that's tremendously empowering.
This curriculum is fundamentally different from the previous curriculum. First of all, it's far less prescriptive. It opens up spaces for teachers to be creative and to develop their own understandings of their own work with children in their own schools, and to make sure that the curriculum in Wales matches local circumstances.
The new Welsh curriculum represents a huge opportunity for Wales, I think. It's an exciting development that promises to transform the educational experiences of young people and practitioners across Wales. But it comes with challenges, of course. One of the big challenges, I think, is that this new curriculum does involve teachers and other practitioners taking responsibility, taking ownership, and becoming autonomous as curriculum makers. And I use the word curriculum maker quite deliberately here, that this is not a linear chain of implementation from policy to practice, where you somehow get a recipe or a set of instructions and follow them. This involves high degrees of teacher judgment, professional judgment, and teachers actively making the curriculum. That means interpreting the curriculum documents, translating them into practice, and developing practices.
Pa weledigaeth y greuwn? I ble yr hed ein hechelgais, ni sy'n llunio'r byd, yn creu'r dyfodol. Ni yw Tîm Cymru.